why our next upcoming Indo-Swedish call, planned to open early next year, will focus on circular economy. Because circular economy is essential to a sustainable society. Reuse, recycling, and remanufacturing is needed for long-term use of materials and other resources. This is the way to reduce waste and limit excess extraction of natural resources. And transformation into a circular economy is a global challenge because value chains are global. And when we shift from a linear to a circular economy, this also means a shift from value chains to value cycles. This is a complex transition for society because it requires changes in just about every sector in society. Therefore, we will favor now applications contributing to the Sustainable Development Goals, projects where the efforts of different partners complement each other towards a common goal. And we will organize information sessions and matchmaking activities related to this goal. If you're interested in applying for funding, do keep an eye out. And participating in this call from the Swedish side are government agencies from us, for the Swedish Research Council for Health, Living and Welfare, as well as the Swedish Research Council, the Swedish Energy Agency, also represented here today, and Vinnova, the Swedish Innovation Agency. And the participating departments on the Indian side are DST and DBT. And with this many stakeholders coming together, we can provide support for full value chain projects. Before I end, I would therefore like to take this opportunity to thank you all for all our Indian partners on innovation. Thank you for this fruitful collaboration so far. We look forward to continuing our joint effort to accelerate India's and Sweden's green transition. And lastly, I would really like to urge you to not miss out on today's last session on the topic of AI and digitalization. This is a strategic area for our partnership, and it's underlined in our agreement. So I look forward to seeing you there. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Upson. And now I would warmly like to welcome Dr. Renu Svaru, Secretary, Department of Science and Technology and Department of Biotechnology, Government of India, to please address the audience. Please, ma'am.
Thank you very much, and very good morning to everybody, and congratulations on this 8th India-Sweden Innovation Day with a very important topic of accelerating India-Sweden green transition. Honorable Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh, Excellency Mr. Ibrahim Bailen, Excellency Ambassador Klaus Molin, Ambassador Tanmay Lal, and all other dignitaries who have joined in from the Swedish side, from the Indian side, my colleagues from the Department of Science and Technology, Department of Biotechnology. It's always a pleasure to be on any India-Sweden event. One of our very old bilateral partners, a very productive partnership, and something which has gone through the entire value chain, as was being said by the DG Vinnova. We've actually looked at each step in the value chain to take knowledge generation, discovery to product development, and also focused not just on building the bilateral partnerships in a specific identified area, but working towards building a very robust ecosystem. Collectively, we have over this long partnership been able to establish an ecosystem which has allowed us not only to support joint projects, but also to build human resource capacities, both in our academic research institutes, in our startups, in our entrepreneurs, in our incubation ecosystem, which has allowed us to take forward many of these areas that we are today discussing. The partnership which the Department of Science and Technology and the Department of Biotechnology have had with all the Swedish stakeholders has been very, very strong. And through this, as has been rightly said, programs have been supported across different areas of digital health, areas of clean energy, and of course, we are looking at newer interventions as we take it forward. Working very closely with the Swedish Research Council for Basic Research, with Vinnova for Applied Research for over past 2 decades, we have been able to establish this partnership, as I've said, taking it right into helping our startup and research communities to grow in different fields. One very important human resource collaboration that we did for building capacities is the partnership with the Department of Biotechnology has with the Nobel Foundation there. And I think that's been an excellent series that we've done where we've been able to reach out to a large number of students within the country to take the innovation ecosystem with them. And that, of course, the COVID has sort of put it's brought in the challenges where we could not do the event last year, but till before that, till 2019, we've been able to take this event ahead. And we hope that once we are done with this COVID and it's behind us, we will be able to resume that. We're also been, DST and DPT have worked closely with the Swedish side to create these incubation ecosystem with a large number of incubators. And also we have been able to bring on board the industry participation. We have, in fact, Sweden being one of our key partners when we've organized the Global Bio India, both in 2019 and in 2021, which was virtually. We've had a very active participation from Sweden. In the area of clean energy, which is also one of the areas for today's discussion, Sweden has been a key partner with India through many activities that we've supported, mission innovation being one of the main activities that we have done together. We have set up the first clean energy incubator, and we are very pleased that Sweden is our partner in that incubator. Master Kanmailal spoke about the Earthshot project, which one of our startups just received, who is an incubator of the clean energy incubator. We hope collectively we will be able to take our commitment for the clean energy research beyond into many other areas. We have also closely worked on smart grids. We are also working on electric vehicles, which the Department of Science and Technology has now worked towards seeing how we could scale this and also open up for international collaboration, not only with Sweden, but many other countries. The Department of Science and Technology, as you all know, has a major focus on interdisciplinary cyber-physical systems, on quantum technologies, and rightly said by the Director General Benova, these artificial intelligence, machine learning are key areas of focus for us, and we hope as we move on, we would be able to take these cutting-edge technologies for finding solutions for many of our computational problems as we move ahead. The Department of Science and Technology and Department of Biotechnology are committed to making available not only the resources for collaborative projects, but also being able to work along with our large number of institutes that we have and this robust ecosystem of innovation to work towards creating very important innovation hubs and clusters. Excellency Klaus Mullen will recall that when we've had discussions, we've always talked about the next way forward for this India-Sweden partnership. And I think now is the time when we have our Honorable Minister here, Dr. Jitendra Singh, who has again been always encouraging us to see how we can promote the startup community. I think now is the time for us to be innovative, not only in the projects that we support, but in the models of collaboration. And I think those models of collaboration have to move beyond just projects. We need to look at virtual clusters. The new virtual technologies have made us more advanced in our acceptance of these virtual technologies. So setting up virtual hubs, setting up virtual innovation clusters is probably the next step, which I'm sure the working teams on either side would be able to identify, that allows, again, the involvement of a much larger group that we can take forward. India is now positioned not only in terms of its global scale for scientific publications or its innovation, but we hope collectively we would be able to work with Sweden, which is known for its innovation ecosystem, to set up a model for joint bilateral cooperations as well. And we hope that the India-Sweden model of joint collaboration in research, in discovery research, in translational research, in innovation research across fields will be taken as a model which we will be able to emulate for many other countries that we take forward. Once again, my congratulations to the team, and I would also like to once again reiterate at the closing our sincere gratitude to our partners in Sweden for always coming out in front to be able to partner with us on new activities that we take on. And once again, to reassure you of our continued collaboration from the Department of Biotechnology and Department of Science and Technology, working with the universities and other ecosystem in the country. Thank you very much, and all good luck for this India-Sweden event. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Renu Swarup technology. And we thought I thought it'll be very good to tell you a little bit more about India-Sweden Innovation Day and what we have planned for you today, especially in the presence of both the ministers, of course. So I thought, after this we will have a session on the accelerating India-Sweden's green transition with the leadership. And by leadership, I mean they'll be like the global leaders representing both Swedish companies and Indian companies, and of course Confederation of Indian Industry, to also discuss these issues when it comes to the green transition. Sir, after that, we will also do a specific session on the innovation partnership, which both ma'am and Daria Isaacson has spoken about. And this is a very important partnership, so we really thought, since this has been active now for the last